Hey guys, Mother's Day is upon us, and if you're a woodworker like me, it's prime time to build your mom something special. In this week's video, I'm going to show you how to build these two super simple woodworking gifts that your mom is sure to love. Let's get building, guys.
And where down we go, oh, 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 where down we go.
This first project is for the moms out there who love their wine. I'm first going to head over to my scrap wood bins to find a nice piece of hardwood for this project. I came across this beautiful piece of cherry that I picked up a few years back that I think will look amazing. Step 1. Now that I have my piece picked out, I need to break it down and mill it to S4S, or surfaced four sides. If you are new to woodworking, this is the process that you will become very familiar with in your career. It's a cornerstone of woodworking. I've made a whole video dedicated to the process if you'd like to check it out. It's in the Basic Woodworking Skills playlist on my YouTube channel. Step 2. Let's talk dimensions. Full disclosure, I was in a bit of a rush with this project and didn't have time to design it myself. So I headed on over to Etsy and downloaded some plans for $2.99. These plans are available from King Custom Woodworks. The parts of this rack are all 3/4 inches thick. I need two pieces that are 15 inches long by 4 inches wide, one piece that is 8 3/4 inches long by 4 inches wide, and one piece that is 8 inches long by 4 inches wide. Easy cheesy, let's cut those up. Step 3, I need to add my slots. The pieces are 4 inches wide, so I need slots that are 2 inches, or halfway across, to be able to fit them together. I want to note there's different ways to cut these slots, and you have to experiment with what works best for you, and also based off of what equipment you have available to you in your shop. I'm going to use my table saw and a miter gauge. If you are going to use this method, just remember to put a backer board behind your main piece to prevent blowout on the backside. Step 4. These plans call for sharp edges, but I'm not really a fan of that. Instead, I'm going to use a 3/8 inch roundover bit to put a nice roundover on all of the pieces. I did this with my cell phone holder project, and I really liked the finished look it gave the piece. This is one of the many ways that you can put your own spin on a project and have fun with it. I'm going to pre-sand all of my pieces to 320 grit. It will be harder to sand once assembled, so this will save me some time later on. Step 5. Assemble this baby. I was going to use some wood glue and finish nails to join this bottom piece, but I took good measurements and they fit together nice and tight, so it's not necessary. If yours is tight, you are good to go. If not, just add some wood glue and put some finish nails in, or countersink some screws. And there you have it, ready for your mom's countertop. What did the grape say when it was crushed? Nothing. It just let out a little whine. For project 2, I was going to use walnut until I discovered that I don't have a lot in my shop right now. Time to stock up, I guess. But I do have a lot of cherry, so I'll use that. Step 1. Let's talk dimensions again. We're going to have 3 candle holders. They will all have a width and depth of 4 inches. Then the tallest one will be 14 inches high, the second one 10 inches high, the third one 6 inches high. In total, you need 6 pieces that are 4 by 4 by 1 inch, 2 pieces that are 14 by 4 by 1 inch, 2 pieces that are 10 by 4 by 1 inch, and 2 pieces that are 6 by 4 by 1 inch. Step 2, we will add a 45-degree miter cut on both ends of all of our pieces. There are different ways that you can do this, but the 2 easiest that come to mind are with your table saw or your miter saw. If using your table saw, you're going to need a digital or manual gauge, or you can just eyeball it if your saw has a gauge on it. The other method, and the one I will be using, is using my miter saw. I find this far easier. For this, I set my miter saw to 45 degrees and I make my cuts. Simple as that. Step 3. This is a trick I learned from watching YouTube videos when I first started. You take blue painter's tape and lay out a big strip. Next, take your pieces and lay them down on the tape with the mitered ends touching, alternating between the tall and short pieces. Then add wood glue and roll up the mitered ends and secure your tape. Make sure it's nice and tight. Sometimes this is all you need, but I'm going to add clamps just to make sure that I get a really tight fit in all my pieces. Step 4. Now I'm going to add the holes for the candles. I picked up a few different scented candles from Yankee Candles. These candles are just under 2 inches wide, so I'm going to use a 2-inch diameter Forstner bit to cut out all my slots. The depth of my cut is going to be 3/4 inches deep. Step 5, sanding and finishing. I'm going to be going through 80 to 120 to 180 to 220 and then 320 grit for this project. And then after hours and hours of sanding, I'm going to finish it with Odie's oil. Love the smell of this stuff. And this is the final product. I enjoyed making these for my mom, and I hope you guys will too. Please give the video a like and head over to the comments section and let me know if you're going to try and tackle these projects for yourself, and if you have any questions. Please check out this playlist for more beginner-friendly builds as well.